following is a technical analysis on the US Tech 100 NASDAQ futures. As well, I will be covering QLD, the duo, a levered long setup on QQQ. Call it an aggressive longer trade setup, but still an objective long trade setup with the breaking out of this structural bullish falling megaphone pattern nearing critical fib confluence under major moving average resistance levels. And these are some key technical levels with some setting some stops back below the 18,337 mark, which would really negate and destroy the foundation of this technical posture, which would be a trapping of bulls that took this breakout. Now overcutting the 618 price fib resistance level that would only usher in a momentum fueled overshoot back, trapping in longs. Extremely bullish if we take that level out, in my opinion, in confluence of its descending price support level. This is an objective long trade setup, setting some stops below and ushering in on T1 at 2242, which would be a 3.375% gain to the upside. 2594 in confluence of the 1 fibs and 50-day moving average for 5.8% in gains. And if things get extremely bullish to the upside on a retest and or backtest of the concealed ascending major price support and price resistance level right at the 21,859 mark, and that would be good for a 12.3% in gains to the upside. Ultimately ushering in which would call a great risk reward short trade setup to the downside, offering in a duo price resistance level, which would be a great risk reward ratio for any short sellers and or bear traders on a critical major big primary uptrend price support level that now has become resistance. Make no mistake about it, this is a falling wedge megaphone breakout. The breakout is confirmed. This is a clean breakout above the wedge with multiple bullish candles here. I had taken in my previous video, the short trade setup where I ushered in a breakdown sell signal only to turn into a bear flag, bearish continuation pattern, in which I highlighted in my previous videos, which was great for a 20% or more crash to the downside. Here is where short sellers and or bear traders could quickly escape and or rush towards the emergency exit doors, as bullish as health is starting to begin to be infused with some of the momentum indicators down below. A neutral bearish tilt to the relative strength index here at the 54 handle, with potential room to run towards the 60-65 handle. Still, with the moving average convergence and the histogram rising on a bullish crossover, confirmed with just momentum building. The ADX and or oscillator rising from a very low zone here, where DI has been dominated, and that is just churning to the upside. Stochastics 1033 on its custom indicator, again here overbought but holding bullish posture right up above, which could signal a short-term consolidation before another leg higher, especially if long traders and or bull traders really take out that 19,450 handle. That would usher in an additional daily big breakout and or buy signal. This was your buy signal on this first validated solidified candle close breakout above. This is one of the strongest wedge breakouts that I have seen quite some time on any global indices. With fib confluence and strong moving average convergence setup fueling the bullish scenario, but it needs to hold once again the 18,900 plus level, and especially the 18,337 in case we get the back test and or counter trend snapback rally scenario. As for the bears, I believe there are a limited edge unless momentum begins to roll over. Bears need a failed breakout back inside the wedge or under the 18,900 level to really regain control within the momentum indicators. Taking you out to the duo levered QQQ and QLD, you have a breakout from a minor descending trendline retest with Fibonacci rejection zone in sight here. And make no mistake about it, that is a solidified breakout and a potential retest scenario of this concealed, hidden ascending price support level. Any short sellers and or bear traders would need to hold this level extremely aggressively to pour damaged and declining health back into the technical indicators there. And these would be some tight stops at the 84.50 mark, closing in on a rolling over on a momentum fueled overshoot, and additionally setting some stops below that 50-day moving average, which is highly in confluence of the descending price support level. But make no mistake about it, this was a very sharp B reversal off oversold territory, reclaiming some of these key price support zones. You have the relative strength index here turning bullish, just breaking above the 50 handle. Price percent oscillator in the negative 349 handle, with the histogram beginning to expand aggressively, with momentum shifting from deep bearish to early bullish phase here. But once again, setting some stops below for a 5 and or 8.2% handle, back up to T1 at 91.59 for a 4.7 move to the upside, 95.41 handle for 8.2% in gains, and then ultimately retapping and overcutting the 200-day moving average at 102.98 for 17.5%. Big move to the upside for any duo levered long traders. Once again, bears need price to project off the mid fibs fast here because of the exhaustion point and some of the damage that could be inflicted. This is a huge level right here. Once again, in confluence of the ascending price support level. If bulls power through this key inflection point, I would only expect additional stops to go off for any short sellers and or bear traders, forcing forced liquidations on a huge inspired rally to the upside. Once again, in an aggressive, any short trade setup, I would be very wary here. I would be very careful if I was a short seller, as the table seems to be set for a potential NASDAQ super rally. If there was any bullish momentum for an additional big-time catalyst, that would come with potential tariff relief through the markets, which could come erupted in an unexpected tailwind, where some of these tech juggernauts begin firing on all cylinders, and the sentiment quietly flips from fear to all-out bullishness. And if momentum grabs hold here, fueled by the first month of earnings beats and geopolitical de-escalation, the spark could ignite a furious rally that leaves some of the doubters completely grasping for nothing but air.